Hi students, welcome back to my channel. Today we are going to understand one more new concept in this chapter. So the new concept is coordinates of a point in Cartesian plane. In our previous class we studied about the Cartesian plane or the XY plane, and that is this one, the XY plane, where we have divided the plane into 4 quadrants and 2 axes are there. So now in this Cartesian plane, we are going to understand how to find out the coordinates of a point. To find out the coordinates of a point, it is very important to locate or to find out any point in this Cartesian plane. We have to take the perpendicular distance. What? We have to take the perpendicular distance from x-axis as well as from the y-axis. We have to take the perpendicular distances. Then the next thing is these distances are called what? Coordinates. When we are taking the perpendicular distances, those distances are called what? Are called coordinates of a point. Any point, we are calling them as coordinates of a point. Namely, x coordinate. How we will name it? X coordinate and y coordinate. And x coordinate is called what? Abscissa, and y coordinate is called ordinate. Clear? So if it is not clear, it will be clear when I will show you on this diagram. Suppose if I want to plot a point, suppose P, let me take a point here. Suppose we will take it here. Suppose this point is P. So now to find out the coordinates of this point P, see, we are learning what? We are learning coordinates of a point. So coordinates of this point P is what? It is, first one is the x coordinate and next one is the y coordinate. So how we write? X comma y. This is the simple thing. See, the x coordinate and y coordinate. I have written x comma y, x coordinate and y coordinate. Now this x coordinate has one more name, and that name is called what? It is called abscissa. The name is abscissa. And the y coordinate, we also say what? We say this one ordinate, simply ordinate. And together, first one is abscissa and then is ordinate, and together we say coordinate. That is the reason this x coordinate and y coordinate, when we take it together, is called what? Is called Cartesian coordinates. Here you have to know this name. This is known as, when taken together, x coordinate as well as y coordinate, then you have to name it as what? Cartesian coordinates or coordinates of a point. Easy one is what? Coordinates of a point. And how we represent it? We denote it by writing x comma y. See, I have written x comma y. So now always remember, x coordinate we have to write first, and then we have to write the y coordinate, and that's why then only we can say it is a ordered pair. What pair? Ordered pair. Pair means 2. See here, pair means 2. So first is x and then is y. Don't write first y and then x. That is not an ordered pair. So ordered pair will be called first x and then y. So x comma y, and x is known as abscissa and y is known as ordinate. Now the last thing we will understand, in the beginning only I said what I said, that to locate, to find out the point in a Cartesian plane, we have to see the perpendicular distance from x-axis and y-axis. So what is this perpendicular distance? Let us know that thing more nicely. To find out the x coordinate or the abscissa, we have to take the perpendicular distance from the y-axis. So from the y-axis, if I take the perpendicular distance, so it will be going like this way. Suppose let me make this point little bit up, then it will tally. So now this is the perpendicular distance. To find out the x coordinate, I am finding out the x coordinate. So to find out the x coordinate, I have to take the perpendicular distance from the y-axis. Clear? So let me write, to find out the x coordinate, we have to take the perpendicular distance from y-axis. from y-axis. Clear? And how we will measure it? To measure this perpendicular distance, we will measure it along the x-axis, not along the y-axis, along the x-axis. See, from here till here. So if I want to measure it, I have to measure along the x-axis. So 1, then 2, then 3, then 4. So this measurement will be 4 units. So the value of x is what? Here, the value of x will be 4. So to find out the coordinate of x, we have to take the perpendicular distance from the y-axis but measured along the x-axis. In the positive direction will be positive value. In the negative direction, it will be the negative value. Okay. Now, to find out the coordinate of the y, okay, to find out the coordinates of y, we have to take what? Perpendicular distance from the x-axis. Just the opposite. Perpendicular distance from the x-axis. But we have to measure along the y-axis. So along the y-axis is what? 2 units. So I can write this one as 2 units. So this will become 2. So 4, 2. So this is very interesting one. Why? Because when you are finding out the coordinate of x-axis, you have to take the distance, perpendicular distance from the y-axis, just the opposite. But you have to measure it along the x-axis. And again, when you are finding out the coordinate of y, you have to take the perpendicular distance from the x-axis, opposite, okay, but measure along the y-axis. This point should be noted and you should know this thing. Very, very easy. So this is the concept regarding the coordinates of a point. So how we write? P in bracket x comma y. It can be q, again x comma y. X should be first and then it will be y. And that's why we say then only it is an ordered pair. Now, before finishing today's class, I want to talk about another small new concept. Very, very important concept, and I want to cover it in this part only. So what it is? The coordinates uniquely determined a point in a plane. So whatever point you are taking, that point coordinate is unique. Unique means what? It is not same like another point coordinate. That point, one point coordinate is different than another point coordinate. So how? Now, hence what I am writing, a comma b not equal to b comma a. Suppose if I take, for example, if I take one example that one coordinate, suppose p point coordinate is 2, 3. So 2, 3, if I want to plot it in this graph or in this plane, then 2 is representing the abscissa or the x coordinate and 3 is representing the ordinate or the y coordinate. So this is y. So first 2, so I will go from here 1, 2 and then 3. 3 is what? Y coordinate. So 3 will go here 1, 2, 3. So if you see nicely, we are going, if I take a red pen and if I want to draw, so 2 and then 3. So this is the thing, this point. So this point is coming what? P point, and this is what? 2, 3. So this is the thing. Now if I say that P point, this P point, if I make it, just change it 3, 2. If I make it 3, 2, that means I am taking the y value as x, clear, and the x value as y. Then just see how I will plot it. 3, 2. So it will be 3, 2. Then the point will be like this coming. If I want to, I have to be in front of the diagram. So you are seeing my backside. So like this I will come. So if I say this point is what? 3, 2. And if I say this one P, are they same? They are not same. So that's why what we will write in between, not equal to. That's why a comma b not equal to b comma a. Clear? So that's why point AB is not same as BA. So these 2 points are not same. So I cannot write this one P and this one also P. I have to make it something else. I have to make it either Q, because they are not same. Clear? Now, the next one, x not equal to y. The value of x and the value of y are not same. You can see here value of x and y are not same. So if they are not same, then x comma y not equal to y comma x. Just now we have studied. But if you see here the last one, if x is equal to y, that means x value and y value are same. Suppose if I take another point, suppose if I take a point R, okay, and if I say this one, suppose if I take one point, what point? 1 1, suppose 1 comma 1, if I take it 1 1, that means x value and y value both are same. So x equal to y. So where will be the point? So 1 1 will be here. So the point will be here. So R point will be what? 1 comma 1. Now if I interchange, then it will be what? It will be also 1 1, because both are same. So in this case I can say that they both are same. They are same. R11 and R11 both are same. That's why, see, if x equal to y, then x comma y equal to y comma x. So this thing, the last one, is also one tricky thing which comes in MCQ. So I hope now in today what we learned, the new concept regarding the coordinates of a point, I think it is clear to all of you. Now if you like this video, if you like my teaching, then do subscribe my channel and share this video among your friends. See you in the next video. Till then, bye bye.